everyone and welcome back to Shri FC. I hope you all are well and you're good. Hopefully you have a great day ahead and also you're already having a great day. So I hope you're well and good. And now coming on to the important topic I'm going to talk about today has been every top 6 season review I do with a top 6 club. This is one type of a season review where I'm going to look at 5 things I learned from Liverpool's 2022-2023 season. I've already put my team's Chelsea out there, so do check it out. And I'm going to be absolutely unbiased, so people do hit the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't. And also do put your comment on things you will have learned from Liverpool campaigns this year and what they can improve upon. And what are some of the positives that can take on towards the next season. So we all know we had big hopes from Liverpool. They were in the quadruple shouts last season. They had a magnificent season. How many matches they played was just unthinkable for the football they played, for how many matches they played in all competition. They reached the Carabao Cup final, beat Chelsea. They beat us in the FA Cup final. Then they lost in the Champions League final. In the league, they were this close to win it. And I always knew that was always going to take something toll on the body. But even I never imagined for Liverpool to finish where they were this season. I had them finishing second this season. For me, they would have been close to City. But for me, what happened was even I would not have thought. But I think summer transfer window was a bit disappointing. So the first point I would have come is a midfield revamp for Liverpool. And this season we have learned that they have to evolve that midfield. Now is the time for the current midfield to let go. It's been a great ride. They've done great things for Liverpool. Fabinho, for me, for 2 or 3 year period, was one of the best DMs in the world. He was putting in great performance week in, week out. Has a rival, has a neutral, was one of very good Liverpool players to watch. Was so tough to get past. But right now we have to be honest. Fabinho is not at the level and the guy has fallen off a cliff in terms of the form, in terms of his ability, and he has had an horrific season. You go towards Jordan Henderson, again a great servant for Liverpool Football Club. This guy has been a true epitome of leadership for the last 2-3 years, has put his socks in, is not a player that's rated very highly but still puts everything on his body on the line. But right now, for this current Liverpool team, for the future, he's not good enough right now and Liverpool need to look ahead. Naby Keita has been one term of failure of a signing. Chamberlain again did well in some parts but always has been injured, and now he has also gone as well from Liverpool. Keita has gone. Henderson and Fabinho for me are not good enough. Curtis Jones in the end part of the campaign played well, but he's still not the option you can take towards the next season. You still need more. So Liverpool in the midfield need massive revamp. This season, they neglected the midfield. They went with Arthur on a loan deal, one of the most disastrous loan deals. The guy has only spent time on being in the injury list and also hugging Pep Guardiola when his team is losing. So I think, to be really honest, Liverpool have needed this midfield revamp for a very long time. With the high pressing style Jurgen Klopp plays, they have still not been able to replace Wijnaldum. The Liverpool team of the past, which used to be scary, you used to look at the midfield, that used to be a midfield where names were not that big, but the performances were so big. Fabinho, Henderson, Wijnaldum, at their prime, they used to be physical, aggressive. They used to carry the ball from the back. And I remember as a Chelsea fan, when I used to look at the midfield, I used to think, we are going to get bullied. We are going to get destroyed. They are going to press the heck out of us. We won't be able to pass from the back. But this season, Liverpool have been so easy to get by, and because the midfield has not done well, this affected the 2 fullbacks, Trent and Robertson, where they haven't got that much freedom to go forward, and when they have, they're defensively really caught on because midfield is not good enough. And this season is a reminder to FSG, you have done good things in scouting, and if you really want to be in the good light of Liverpool fans, you need to revamp the midfield, and Liverpool are trying to do that. We're trying to go for Kone, Thuram, even links with Caicedo, so let's see what they do in this regard. Coming on to the second point, second thing we learned, and that is, I think, Cody Gakpo. I want to really get on him in Diego Jota. Now, Liverpool don't get enough credit in terms of that, how many players they've had injured this season. They had Luis Diaz out for 5-6 months. They had Diego Jota out for a very long time. And they still were in the position for top 4. So they have to be given credit. And I think Diego Jota, since his comeback, has shown what a top quality player he is. He was going through a goal drought, but he's a player who is fox in the box. He makes the right runs and is a very good player on his day. And Diego Jota next season, fully fit, can be a massive upgrade for Liverpool on the way they want to go. Because one thing this Liverpool team doesn't lack is scoring a lot of goals. And Jota can be a big part of that next season. And another guy is one of them is Gakpo. He was brought in January. People really did not rate this signing. It did not look like a Jurgen Klopp signing. People are criticizing him, not giving him time. But after the 1 month of settling from the Manchester United game, where he had a fantastic game, this guy has not looked back and he looks a top signing for Liverpool. And next season with Jota, with Gakpo, with Salah, with Nunez, with Diaz, Liverpool have so many good attacking options. So this has been a very smart signing for Liverpool. Another positive this season And a positive that doesn't really get spoke about is Mohamed Salah. Have some decency and respect for this guy. You keep going on timeline. He is not good enough. He's technically not good enough. Good to watch. Do have some respect for the guy, for the numbers he's putting, and overall what he brings to the Liverpool side. Even in this bad campaign, and people saying, "Oh, Salah got a big wages, so he hasn't got the desire to play." Are you kidding me? This guy puts everything on the line for the Liverpool badge, for the Liverpool shirt. He fights for any team he plays for. And this guy is a true epitome of a leadership where he doesn't speak much, doesn't need to, but does his job on the pitch. And he's such a top player. Even in this tough season, he has carried this Liverpool attack. And Liverpool might not even be in this position if not for Mo Salah and how many goals he has still scored this season. People keep calling this season Mo Salah not a good season. If you see his numbers, many players will not even in their life complete that enough goals, how many this guy scores. For this guy to be consistently hitting 20, 25, 30 goals for 4 or 5 seasons, he deserves his respect and flowers. What a top guy, what a professional, and what is given to Liverpool Football Club is amazing. Another thing we learned is, to be really honest, is a centre-back. Liverpool need a centre-back for the future. I respect Van Dijk a lot. For me, in that 3-year period, Van Dijk was one of the best centre-back in the world, if not one of the best. He was fantastic. And then Jordan Pickford one, that injury happened, and since then Virgil has not been the same. I still think Virgil has to be a big part of Liverpool next season. I still think Virgil can do a very good job for Liverpool as a leader in the future. But I think with Joe Gomez, again sadly with injuries and everything, he's not been good enough. Matip has been one of the best free agent signing for the last some years, but he has dropped off the cliff this season in terms of form. And with Van Dijk and Konate having so much responsibility at this young age, Liverpool do need to, for me, find a young centre-back where that guy can learn under Van Dijk, and slowly when Van Dijk slowly declines, he can take position of Van Dijk and doesn't have the pressure to straight away play. So I think Liverpool this summer, or in January, but for me this summer should be the priority, should be getting a young centre-back where they scout it and they think this is the right guy. He develops under Van Dijk. Van Dijk cannot start the season, but the guy learns a lot. He doesn't have the pressure to straight away play. And once Van Dijk slowly properly declines, you shift him, you bring the young centre-back, and Liverpool are through for the years. This is what Liverpool used to do very well in the last 3-4 years, and I think Liverpool really need to go back to those sort of things. And now, final point is on Darwin Nunez. People keep laughing and saying he's one of the worst signing. He has been a disaster of a signing and all that stuff. And now with Gakpo playing well, Jota playing well, he has no place at Liverpool. See, being very honest, even as a rival looking on, one thing I will surely say about Liverpool Football Club is when they get player, there's an idea behind it. They aren't like Chelsea who go scatterguns and sign players. I'm criticizing my club, but that's the reality. They aren't even like United of 2-3 years back, or even 1-2 years back, who go and scattergun signings. This side is a very functional side. They sign the players which suit them. And Darwin Nunez, for me, in matches I've seen, the guy is a very dangerous player, and there are clear signs of what he can bring. He's an explosive player with his pace and with his intelligence and positioning, can do a good job. His finishing, his other attributes are weak. But Jurgen Klopp is one of the best coaches in the world to improve players and give them a shoulder to develop. He's not the one that's going to come in, criticize Nunez in the press conferences, destroy the young boys' confidence. Jurgen Klopp is a manager that's going to build him, that's going to develop him, and in some years he will be well. Remember, when Robertson came at Liverpool for first 4-5 months, it was a settling period. I'm not comparing two players. I'm not even saying Nunez can be what Robertson has been to Liverpool in terms of different position, but the pioneer are Liverpool title-winning teams. But one thing I will surely say, if you're leaving your stocks in Darwin Nunez right now and saying he's a bad signing, then you're not trusting Jurgen Klopp and the Liverpool scouting team enough. Because Darwin Nunez is a player, there's clear signs of raw talent that can be nurtured, and in 1 or 2 years, he can be very successful for Liverpool. One thing people forget is he's such a young guy that he has a long future with Liverpool. He might again next season only score 10 goals, 11 goals, but after that might be a part of Liverpool title winning team, score 25-30 goals. So this is the way it goes with young players. The only sad part with Nunez is not even the transfer fee, because he was signed with Haaland, and some people started comparing with Haaland. The guy came up with massive pressure, and people straight away, when he played bad, wanted to straight away go at him. If he did not come with that pressure, I think fans would have given him a lot of time, and rival would have really laid him off a bit. So on that terms, these are 5 things I learned from the Liverpool campaign. And again, I'll make a big statement. I will say one thing. In Liverpool, revamp the midfield, they can be back in the title race. They are still one of the better teams placed along with Arsenal to compete with City next season, in my humble opinion. On that note, I end the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share and subscribe. And do comment your 5 things learned. Thank you. Hope you have a great day.